You would assume that this plan costs $3.99 per month, right? Simple, it's written right here, $3.99 per month. Or is it $8.99? Wait, maybe it's even $13.99? And what's up with it being $9.99 and $11.99 right here? Is it even monthly? No, it's actually yearly. So everything you see here is wrong. Why? Well, basically, web hosting companies are exploiting your dumb evolutionary lizard brain, which has evolved to process the biggest, brightest, most immediate information first and respond to it as fast as possible, instead of analyzing every single aspect of the situation and then reacting accordingly. It's always act first and think about what you did later. So web hosting is a subscription service that is made up of two parts. One, the initial purchase period, or the act part, and two, the renewal period, or the think later part. Of course, companies want for you to buy their stuff. I know, shocking. So they make it very easy on your brain by making the act part very cheap and easy to do. If we would buy the Hostinger plan for 1 year, yes, the first payment would be $3.99 or a total of $48, but every yearly payment after that would go up to $11.99 or $144 a year, a 200% increase in price permanently. So before you buy, always check the renewal pricing as well. Okay, so this explains why the prices are different. But where does the $13.99, $8.99 or $9.99 come from? Well, to make it more confusing, the renewal and sometimes the base price is also calculated based on the period you buy for. And Hostinger isn't even the worst offender here by far. In reality, they're quite fair when it comes to period pricing. The longer you buy for, the cheaper it is. But for example, providers like SiteGround have a different tactic. They advertise extremely low prices like $4.99, almost as cheap as Hostinger, but this price only applies to their 1-year plan. Want the same plan but billed monthly? It's gonna cost you $34.99. Wow, that's a 600% increase in price for the exact same product. But interestingly enough, want the same plan for 2 years instead? Oops, it's not $4.99 anymore either, it's $12.49 or 150% increase in price. Keep in mind that the 1-year and 2-year plans both renew at $29.99, a whole different pricing altogether. But essentially, SiteGround is heavily discounting the first-year plans because they want for your plans to expire sooner and bill you that sweet renewal revenue faster. So, best case scenario, you buy for 1 year paying $60 and then every year after that, you're shelling out $360 for the same product. So even though the pricing seemed almost identical to Hostinger, in reality, there's a huge gap. And it's designed like that on purpose. Humans make purchases by making comparisons. If this banana is $2 and this one is 30 cents, what's the difference? What additional value does this banana provide for the price? You automatically start rationalizing and questioning, but making the display price so similar between different providers, the web hosting industry essentially made it extremely hard for anyone to compare their offerings. And by lowering their prices to the cheapest competitor levels just to make comparisons hard, they're actually taking a loss on purpose. Why? Well, to answer that, let's rewind to 1950s when Chevrolet designed the Corvette, a truly iconic car. It was their expensive eye candy product that was actually designed to generate a loss for the company. Yes, it cost them more to make than they sold it for. Why? So that people go into showrooms to look at it and potentially buy one of the cheaper cars instead, that do generate profit. The strategy is called a loss leader, and you still see this today. For example, all the TVs during Black Friday sales are sold at a loss to get you into the store in hopes you buy something like HDMI cables, wireless keyboards, or anything else together with the TV. The initial price gets you through the door, it looks great on advertisements, and they'll recoup the loss on add-ons and renewals. The truth is, web hosting is a competitive business. companies fight for your attention because in reality, all of them probably are good enough for your website, but you'll only choose one. This fight for your attention has gotten so absurd.
I love GoDaddy.com domain names, websites, hosting. I know, can't believe it, right? All for less than $1 a month.
That almost every web hosting company has ridiculous permanent sales going on just to look more appealing to you. Like 75% off or 80% off. In reality, there is no discount. There never was any discount. This is the regular price and it's gonna stay like that for the whole year. The only time they do provide a real sale is in one of two cases. One, Black Friday sales. These are still real in the web hosting industry and is one of the best times to buy a plan. And two, using special custom coupon codes like the ones I have in the description, because they bend over backwards to appeal to influencers to drive more sales and look more competitive. So if you see a sale at any other point, it's probably fake. And I mean it. Every summer sale, Mother's Day sale, Easter sale, Earth Day sale, and 20,000 subscriber special sale, they're just redesigns of the homepage with the exact same pricing, but it makes you feel special. And I guess it works if they keep doing it. Okay, so what can you do about it? Well, don't pay the renewals. Just export your website files, open up a new account with the initial pricing activated and upload your website files. Don't want to do it yourself? Most providers are so thrilled to steal users from other companies that they will transfer your website to their servers free of charge. So every time your plan is up, don't renew. Switch providers and get free transfers. If they're playing dirty, get on their level. It pains me to see these fake timers that just reset when they hit 0, or pop-ups that literally say you're getting a special discount and then provide the same pricing as always. It wasn't always like this. If you go back in time to older websites, you can see that the pricing is simple. All the features and prices are straight up presented to you. It was a simpler time. In 1997, the internet was only used by around 3% of the whole population. It was by tech nerds for tech nerds. No marketing involved. In 2005, it was already 16% of the world's population. In translation, it went from 243 million people on the internet to 1.2 billion. More people, we needed more websites, more storage, and more web hosting companies, more competition. At this point, the internet usage is at like 65% with 5 billion users. The average user is both less knowledgeable and pays more for hosting than ever before. And this worked out great for companies. Between 2018 and 2023, the web hosting market witnessed a dramatic surge, skyrocketing its revenue by a staggering $78.3 billion. So fight these practices, vote with your wallets. Choose providers that do not do this. For example, InterServer or WebHostMost are what you see is what you pay. You can pay month by month instead of prepaying for a large period of time, and the price won't increase. InterServer also offers a price lock guarantee, meaning even if the price increases in the future, you'll continue to pay your original price. If you're choosing providers like Hostinger or Scala Hosting, don't buy for 3 or 4 years, buy for 1 year and just create a new account after that. Learn how to manage your own virtual private servers from providers like Hetzner, Contabo, Linode, Vultr, or DigitalOcean for stable monthly pricing. And of course, make use of the coupon codes and discount links that the providers have so carelessly given out. If you're still on the fence about which web hosting option is the best for you, I have a list of the best performing and fairly priced options right here. Good luck with your websites, and I'll see you around.